Alright, so we are streaming some Monster Hunter. I started just a couple days ago, so I'm not very far yet. But what we're going to be doing is just kind of going through this mostly for my friends, because they wanted to know if Monster Hunter was all that it was claiming to be. So I'm just doing a couple investigations. These are kind of like mini quests where you can possibly get better rewards for doing different things. I foolishly said I would take a whole bunch of them, and now I'm stuck with all these stupid quests. So I'm just kind of banging them out. In this one I am going to be fighting the Great Yagras, or as we call him, the long-haired lizard. So we can continue to wait for people. Right now it's loading up the quest, so you can kind of run around while you're waiting for the quest to load. Once it's ready, you can go on the quest. I've got it set so that if anybody happens to come into this online world, they can join me. I'm gonna get a quick meal here, because they're fun, and they increase your stats. Always a good time. Yum 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 yum. Fish, cheese, and meat. And some drinkage. Alright. So, now that we've got everything ready to rock and roll, we can begin our quest. Alright, so I'm gonna hop a ride on this pterodactyl here and get on out of here. Alright, so this is the camp. At the camp you can eat if you haven't already eaten. Inside the box you can grab your supplies that you might need for various things. And in this case I grabbed a potion, a couple temporary potions. These are potions that don't actually stick with you if you exit the game. And then I also grabbed some rations, which will, when eaten, allow me to run for a longer period of time. Alright, so now we begin our adventure of trying to find the Yagras. And to find monsters in this game, unlike the other ones, what you're going to be looking for is this bug glow that is on things, and you'll find tracks that are laying around, and basically you have to try to track the monster down. That way you can defeat it. So right here we kind of got a strong trail here. We got some old footprints. So now that I've identified some old footprints, I'm able to kind of track them a little easier, as you can see by the glow. There's a footprint right there on the ground. I've got access to that. So now it's going to start to develop a stronger trail for me to follow. And there he is right there, actually. Alright. So you can see that's our buddy. He's going to eat this monster. I'm going to let you see this, because it's fantastic. He gets all slow and bloated when he does that. Alright. Set my bug out to go pester him a little bit, and the battle is on. Now, Monster Hunter utilizes a very skill-intensive system. It's not he who has the strongest weapon will always win. You actually have to learn how the monsters move and attack in order to be the most victorious. Alright, so now I'm on top of him, which is a unique thing that you can do with the spear that I've got. It's called a Kinsect blade. It's basically like a spear, but I also have a bug. But it lets you pole vault off the ground and try to get onto their back. You can also do this off of rocks with any weapon, or trees or vines. So what I'm doing is I'm just slowly kind of chopping him up, and if I can get him to the point where I can do my main move, it'll knock him to the ground, and now I can start to do stronger attacks on him. Set my bug to attack his face. Bug back, get an attack boost. Alright, now if you can see, he's actually foaming at the mouth purple right now. That's because my bug made him poisoned, which is awesome. So he's actually slowly taking damage right now. And I just busted his face up. Got the little achievement on the side saying its parts were broken. This is one of the first bosses you fight, so it's obviously, if it's seeming a little easy, it's because it is. I haven't taken really any damage yet. So now we just follow him while he tries to run away. Grab some honey as we do. Because it's fun. Where you going, buddy? Oh, he kicked me. Alright, we'll give him a minute. We'll play it cool. We'll play cool. Ooh, mine some stuff as we go. Get some resources. So like right here's a rock, so if I was on this rock and I jumped off of it like that, I could do a attack. So you have to, if you're going to use the other weapons and you want to start doing jump attacks where you get on his back, you need to watch out for parts of terrain where you can actually launch yourself off to do that. Oh, sounds like somebody's mad. What's up, buddy? I deserve that. Probably gonna be dead soon. In addition to killing monsters, later on in the game, when you start to acquire traps and some other supplies, you can actually trap the monsters alive. You get slightly better rewards and reward points as well for doing that. Now you may notice right now, and I did this on purpose so you can see it happen, but my weapon kind of reflected off of him, so to speak. And you can notice that he's limping. That's how I know that he's practically dead. He's not in a good place right now in his life. But anyway, you can sharpen your weapon, and you have to do this in order to keep your damage up periodically. Up at the top left, there is a sharpness thing. It's kind of orange right now. I'll sharpen my weapon, you'll see it switch to a bright yellow. There we go. Nice and sharp. Alright. And the hunt is on! So we got some flash bugs right here. We're gonna actually see. I wondered this last time I was playing, but there's a net that you can use. And yes, you can capture things with your net. In this case, I'm capturing these flash flies so that I can save them and use them for stuff. Now you can see he's sleeping right now. Whenever monsters are asleep, the first attack that you deal does extra damage, so you usually want to always make sure that it's a nice big one. And there we go. So he is now out, which means I can carve him for rare materials, and I can use those materials to make sweet weapons and armor. And that is the basis of Monster Hunter. And there's a story and everything like that. But really, what are you playing for? Sweet armor. And sweeter weapons. So we just wait till the timer runs out now. And we'll head back to headquarters. Might as well loot some nodes on the ground here. Get some bones for things. Everything in the game is used for something. It's one of the cool things about this game. Alright, so mission accomplished. Now we get to grab our treasure rewards. So in addition to the normal quest rewards, because this was an investigation, I also get 2 special rewards. One of them is a high rarity and the other one can be either high or it's kind of like a random rarity. So we just got more Yagra stuff. Get my levels, all my money. And then you get to do it all again. So that's the basis of Monster Hunter. I'll be back in a little bit to show you some more. Thanks for checking it out.